Took me a while to get used to this thing. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Angulo. I am an assistive technologies instructor trainee here at World Services. What that entails is once I leave here, I will have 250 training hours.
Don, can you pick the microphone up because you're kind of tall? They can't.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
That much better. So, what that entails is a little bit more than 250 training hours in teaching other blind people how to use their assistive devices, how to use computers, how to use their phones, their smartphones, their Android phones, their iPhones, their laptops, how to use their braille displays. And it's not just a job for me, it's a calling. I found out in a way, naturally, I've had the teaching bug for a while, for a long while. And when I was at the Seattle Orientation and Training Center, I found it there. I found inspiration in my computer instructor who has been blind his entire life. He was born without eyes. And I come from a background of IT. When I lost my vision, I was the director of IT for a small copier company, and I owned my own computer business before that. So computers always seemed to be the natural progression to try to get back to. But after meeting Jim Portillo and having him as my student advisor and taking his class and seeing what he can do, I realized I could do the same thing. And in my senior term there, realized that not only could I learn computers, but I could also teach. I was asked to lead what we called seminar class. It's not group. It's more of a class discussion of topics surrounding blindness, but was asked to lead several discussions. I have been a peer tutor for computers. I have been a peer tutor for mobility, which I believe I will be doing with Lisa Reynolds later on this morning, giving a few of you a demonstration of that. As Sharon said, I'm originally from California. Born and raised in Los Angeles, but I call San Diego my home. When I lost my vision, I was on the 163 South going into downtown San Diego and in bumper-to-bumper traffic. My right eye just went completely dark, and I watched the blood vessels burst in my left eye. And now, I have a natural survival instinct. My brain starts to move so fast that everything else slows down. And I wish I had that when I play poker. So, my first order of business was, okay, get off the freeway. So, knowing I was already in the number 1 lane, I pulled over. I hit the K-rail on the side and straightened myself out. Turned the wheel so when the car goes backwards, it bumps into the K-rail. I put it in park, I turned off the motor, and I just sat there and I breathed for a second. And then I did something that I would normally never do. And I asked for help. I've been fiercely independent my entire life. Stubborn. Absolutely stubborn. You know, I needed to do the job. It's my responsibility. It's my duty. And you know, I've had lots of careers. You know, I've been a touring musician. I've been a combat sniper. I've been a corporate arm security associate. I helped build the first 48 C-17s for Boeing. I've done radio, I've done computers, and now, thanks to the people here at World Services, hopefully, I will be teaching blind veterans how to use their assistive devices. Now, don't think for a minute that I'm done. My trip here started with a phone call, a conference call with Rebecca Reed. And that was set up through my program director, Julie. And it was myself and a couple other students. And the first program that caught my attention was desktop support. I said to myself, that's it. I can get back into my old stuff right then and there. And so I got on it. I talked to my vocational rehab counselor. I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I bugged him for weeks. This is what I want to do. I bugged Rebecca, which she will attest to. Hi. And I jumped through all the hoops I had to do. I gave a compare and contrast report. That's probably one of the best things I've written in a while. And I got on a plane to come here. Everybody has been exceptionally nice. And I try to pay it forward. If I ever got lost trying to get somewhere, there was always somebody willing to say, hey, are you lost? Do you need some help getting somewhere? You need to get to your next class? Come on, I'll take you. We're all like that here. It's in the culture. I got to know Sharon during a shift that she was taking overnight in housing. She was filling in. And that's what she and Rebecca both do. They jump in and they lend a hand when necessary. And they lead by example. And that's what I'm here to do. I have naturally gone to counseling certain members of the college prep that I feel just needed somebody to talk to or somebody to just kind of keep an eye on but not hover. And in assistive technologies, I've had a student with a learning disability. I've had one exceptionally bright student. Currently I have an international student who has a fear of technology. He has what's called keyboard dyslexia. I had to look it up. It's a diagnosable condition. It's a fear of technology. And I had come to realize that since losing his vision almost 6 years ago, everybody's written him off with using computers. They said, oh, just use Dragon or just use this. Well, in order to use Dragon, naturally speaking, you have to know about a computer. Nobody ever sought to treat his condition. So I volunteered to take him on. And after one day of just asking him to go through Dr. Kenneth Jernigan's speech on the nature of independence. Now, in a 12-size font, that's 12 pages of him constantly hitting one button, the down arrow button, to continue what the computer was reading to him. After that, he powered through it. I gave him a break. We went upstairs. We talked about it. If there's anything I've been doing is talking to him about what he's been doing. I've given him a long-term goal to send an email to his family. And initially it scared him. I've been working in conjunction with his keyboarding teacher. We've come up with a plan. She teaches him how to type, and I teach him about technology. And we will marry the two. Well, I'm happy to say that yesterday I started him on his first document, and it's only been a week. And I tell him every day that I'm proud of him. He's getting a step closer every single day. I meet with this keyboarding teacher who he sees right after he sees me. And I tell her his progress. Now, he's just not any guy. He's a doctor. He's smart. He went through his entire program. He's got 2 master's degrees. Did it all with pen and paper. He's going to be putting that pen and paper down. Okay, he's totally blind. It's kind of hard for him to use a pen and paper anyway. But he's going to be learning how to use a smartphone, which he's never done. And eventually, he will be sending that letter to his family. And he's scared, but he's strong. I can see it in him. He's got the heart of a lion. And that's what this place has, heart. Absolute, unequivocal, and raging heart. And I'd like to thank all of you for being a big part of that. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me help him. Thank you for making it possible for all of us to reboot our lives that have had a sighted life prior to losing it. And with that, I thank you.